Hi guys, so I just want to apologize ahead of time. My intro got deleted and I couldn't retrieve it. I'm so sorry. But jumping straight into the video, I am priming my eyelids with some Better Skin concealer in the shade Light Medium. This is just what I use as an eyeshadow primer, just because eyeshadow primers are a little bit pricey sometimes. Now, jumping in with my Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette, I'm using the lightest pink shade, which is the shade Combust. This isn't the shimmery one. I'm taking a big fluffy brush and just blending this all over my crease, a little bit on my lid, but I'm keeping that color a little bit more towards like my crease and the brow bone rather than lower on my eye. Now I'm pulling out my Carly Bible Deluxe Edition palette. I'm using the second shade in the second row. This is kind of like a light brown, a little bit of a purple undertone shade. And I'm taking just a little bit smaller of a blending brush and I am throwing this color all through my crease. And like I said, I'm keeping this color a little bit higher to my brow bone as well. Here I just pulled out a little bit more of a precise blending brush and I used that exact same shade out of my Carly Bible palette. I didn't feel like I got enough pigment with the last brush that I used, so I just used this little bit more dense and precise one. So this part right here is a little bit better shown in the video than it can be explained. I got a really small blending brush. This one is very precise. And I got a dark brown eyeshadow shade. I couldn't tell you which shade this is. I actually got it from my Ipsy package. I put it on one side of the brush and I faced that side of the brush exactly where I want the color. Here is a new product I recently picked up. It is the Maybelline Color Tattoo Metal 24-Hour Cream Eyeshadow. It's in the shade 70, which is barely branded. And I'm just going in with this little painting flat. With the same blending brush I was using before, I am just going to be cleaning up my crease. I didn't add any extra eyeshadow onto the brush. Now for the glitter, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Cosmic Eyeshadow. It's like a light pearl white, very glittery eyeshadow. Here I'm using another Urban Decay shade. I'm using the shade Tease, which I said in my last video is my favorite color for in my crease. It's like a light brown, lavender, mauve nude brown. I don't know. I love it so much. So here I'm just using it to deepen out my crease and make it just appear a little bit more clean. And I will also drag it down just a little bit on the outer V of my eye, right on top of the glitter that I applied. But not too much, just a little bit, just to make it appear a little bit more smoky than it actually is. For my favorite part, I'm gonna be using a makeup wipe, and I'm just gonna clean up that eyeshadow, take off all that glitter on my cheeks, clean it all up, make it all pretty and ready for foundation. And wha-bam, look at that, did my liner just that quickly, just did it. Now for concealer, I'm using the Dream Lumi concealer. I think that's what it's called. And I'm using it in the shade Light. I'm just concealing under my eyes a little bit. I'm not doing the giant triangle, doing the sides of my nose, the bridge of my nose, the little flower on my forehead, around my cheeks, on my chin, just the whole highlighting shebang, except for the triangle. And I'm using this Damp Beauty sponge by Real Techniques, and I am just blending it into my skin, just pushing that concealer in, pushing it in, blending it in, buffing it out, making it look natural and beautiful. Now I'm using the e.l.f. tapered brush that fits right in my eye creases perfectly, and I am covering every place I put that concealer with some loose highlighting powder. Here I'm using the Kat Von D translucent setting powder. I love it. It's amazing. You should get it. And just pushing it into everywhere I have makeup, so my entire face, just highlighting, making it set, not moving. You hug your aunt, it ain't going nowhere, don't you worry. That's the best powder in the whole world. Now more powder, you know why? Because our makeup ain't going nowhere. So now I'm using the Fit Me face powder in the shade 220 with a big giant e.l.f. powder brush that I love so much, and I'm just covering my entire face with powder because I don't want any of my makeup to go anywhere, ever. Now, time for bronzer. I'm using the ultimate, amazing, my favorite bronzer, Hoola Bronzer by Benefit, and I'm just bronzing that jawline, bronzing the sides of the nose, the tip of the nose, making it look smaller, carving out those cheeks, bronzing that temple, bronzing the forehead, just bronzing everywhere because summer's almost over, and I still bronze in winter, but still just bronzing, boom, contouring, carving out those cheekbones. Love it. Bronze it, got it. Okay, so I'm using the little mini Real Techniques brush that I got in a kit, and I love it, and I need the big one. I gotta go buy the big one, the big size one. Now I'm going in with a dark brown shade, and I'm just gonna apply some dark eyeshadow as close to my lower lash line as I can. And now I'm gonna mascara, just mascara the top. Not too much, just a little bit. Just make those lashes blend with your false lashes. So for false lashes, I'm using the Vegas Nay Allure lashes. Now I have them on. So what am I doing? Putting mascara on my lower lashes, but not too much. You don't want to look like a spider. Now I'm using this flat brush by Wet n Wild, and I'm mixing it with some MAC Fix Plus, going in with my Becca Opal highlighter, and I'm highlighting the inner tear duct, connecting it to the glitter on my lid, just because it's beautiful and gradient, and I love it. And I'm just gonna do the tear duct, the tip of my nose, the top of my lip, so it makes my nose look like it's running, and I'm just making it look all shimmery everywhere. Now I'm going in with the Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipstick by Wet n Wild in the shade Rebel Rose. It's so beautiful, and I love it, and you should go get it because it's only $4. It's amazing. It's cheap and it's beautiful. Look at my lips looking all pouty and rosy. I just love it. I just love this color. And that brings this video to an end. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave.